Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing Sunday Funday, and we got a really cool deck here. We're actually playing a buddy of mine, Fredo, from the Erie, PA area. Basically, I live in Buffalo, Erie, so about 2 hours away, and that's where a lot of the guys I play with are from. And Fredo actually played in my very first competitive match in City Championship. He played Evil Tall. Gallade, I played Mega Manetric. I actually came away with a win in that matchup. So today we're going to be playing a fun deck. That's the idea of Sunday Funday. Play fun decks that you don't really see too often. Try to show you what the deck's about and have some fun. So for this, we're doing Houndoom Mill. Basically, it's Houndoom with 1 fire energy. You'll discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. So it's really all about decking out your opponent. In this deck, I have a couple little tricks up my sleeve too. We're playing 2 red cards to get our opponent's hand to 4. And then we're going to play 2 Delinquent to hopefully discard them down to 1 and then just keep firing cards off. You have the scoop ups to pick up your Houndooms after they take some damage. You have the Assault Vest to keep damage off. Headringers to make sure their EXs can't attack as freely as they'd like to. And then also we're going to have the ability, excuse me, to keep off energy from our opponent's Pokemon with Team Flare Grunt. We're playing 3 of those, and we're going to play 6 Hammers, 4 Crushing, 2 Enhanced. So that's really the basis of the deck. Deny energy, mill them out. You do have to be careful of your own cards, because if you keep scooping up your Shamans and playing them down and other draw supporters, you can actually run yourself out of cards. So let's invite Fredo to a match here. Here we go. All right, we're going to be doing Standard. All right, so we'll send the invite out to Fredo. Hopefully he will answer it quickly so we can begin this matchup here. We were just messaging a moment ago, so he should be at his computer ready to go for this. All right, so Fredo is in. All right, so he might be playing fairies, which is really cool. Hit him with the GL, and we'll call it heads. And we won the coin flip. That's great. We're going to do a best of 3 here between me and Fredo. All right. He's going to know immediately what's going on here. Hopefully we can find a stadium. And we could get him down to 1 card on the first turn. That would be fantastic. So let's see if we can get that done. We do. We have the Parallel City. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to play the Parallel City. Play the red card. We're going to be mean. We'll play the Delinquent. And we'll apologize. We'll actually say we'll apologize to that. It's tough. It's tough to have that trick hit first turn. He's gonna be down to 1 card. I don't really know how you recover from that. Let's see what he discarded here. He's playing Florigist. Sure, when you see the grass there, you kind of think that that's what's going to be played. We'll discard our Assault Vest and our Team Flare Grunt. We'll go and grab a Shaman so we can get more cards back in our hand. And then we will hopefully get an energy out of this. Didn't find it, but we'll get rid of the Birch and the Enhanced Hammer. Generally, fairies do not play special energy. Grab another Shaman. Now, we're already going to be behind in the card count here, so we got to start doing Melting Horn or Burrowing next turn with our Bumblebee. We will not attach energy to get one this turn. We do have some energy, so we are good to go. We will end our turn. All right. So far, so good. We're off to a good start. Hopefully that Delinquent down to 1 left him with... Sometimes it can get Sycamore or Juniper, which is... It's whatever. Yeah. And this deck is kind of mean. We're just gonna burrow twice. Hey man, it's Sunday Funday. Baby is going hard right now. What is going on with my keyboard? Alright, so he got his shaman out. That's gonna give him a it's gonna give him some cards back. We still have our delinquent to work to get back into play. Oh, he's going for Vile Plume. And he's calling me out. He's playing Florges Vile Plume. Buddy, mommy's not in here. Sorry, guys. Baby's looking for mom. She should be somewhere around here. I don't know. All right. It is probably pretty dark in here. Let's get a light on in here. All right. So he's going to Sycamore. Hopefully he benches his Florges if he gets one of them. It looks like that's going to be his main attacker. He's really helping me out here by going through this many cards. He's got his Forest of Giant Plant, so he might be able to get back up to his Vile Plume, which would not be good for us if he can. I'm hoping he doesn't have it. I would like the ability to play items. There's the Geomancy, so we're good there. All right. He put one on the Shaman. Not sure why he did that. We are going to put a Headringer on his Shaman just in case he wants to try to Sky Return with it. I don't know that he would. I just kind of want to get rid of it. Let's see, what do we have for supporters here? We do have a Team Flare Grunt. I kind of like the idea of that right now, honestly. But I also like the idea of Birch. Especially if we get item locked, I'd like to kind of have some items in my hand. So we'll Birch. Oh, I could have played Delinquent too to get rid of his Stadium. We'll have that going for us for next turn. But right now, we're just going to burrow twice. Sorry, guys. The baby is going to be... Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright. I had to get one of the kids to come and play with the baby. Alright. So let's see. We're not item locked yet, but we can Delinquent to get rid of all the remaining cards in his hand, which is what we're going to do. He still doesn't have really any real way to apply pressure to us. He did get rid of our energy, which does hurt, but we can potentially scoop up. We still have the fire energy in play, so that's okay. We're just going to try and scoop up. I'd like to keep that fire energy if I could. Nope, we missed it. That's okay. I missed the scoop. Check my discard here. I want to see how many fire energies I have. Just the one. We're not going to worry about it yet. And we're going to burrow him away. So right now he's down to 20 cards. He has no hand. Doesn't want to hear it. uh, now this deck, it can be good in its tournament setting. If you just get overpowered right off the bat, you know you're gonna have a rough time. But if you could get set up, if you can keep your opponent down to no hands, if you can keep the energy off the board, you know, you have a really good time winning matches. But it's very, very situational. If your opponent's playing water or something like a fighting deck where they can get Lucario. All right, he's going to scoop here. I'm pretty sure we're going to do a best of 3. And we'll we're going to ask him if he wants to go first. All right. In a best of 3, in the second matchup, your opponent gets to take the decision whether or not they want to go first or second. All right. Oh, I think he changed his deck. All right. So we'll just ask him if he wants to go first or not. Really doesn't matter. All right, so if he wants to go first, we'll give him the option. He could go first, second. Going first is the best. We'll let him go first. Normally you want to go first, so I think he selected a new deck for our best of 3. I don't care. Oh yes, decent. We don't have the energy we'd like to have, but we got the Houndoom going. We got the Assault Vest going. He can't attack first, so we can at least get a turn off where we can get attacks going. If he's just going to go... Oh, he's going Sceptile. All right. Sceptile... Oh, Fighting Fury Belt. Okay. Now, Sceptile is one of those decks that can you know, put a lot of pressure on with Sleep Poison. He can put us to sleep. He can poison us. He can also do things like... He could heal with Mega Sceptile. I don't know if he's going to be Mega-ing because he has the Fighting Fury Belt, but he could very well be playing Ariados, which has the Unseen Claw will do more damage. Let's see. We still have our Enhanced Hammer, or Crushing Hammer rather, so hopefully we can hammer. It would be bad to get poisoned this turn, though, because if he can poison us, he can start hitting us for a lot of damage the turn after. So we just got to kind of keep the poison off. Hopefully we don't get hit by that Ariados. Alright. So he might Lysander us here. I don't know if he already played a Sycamore, but he's just going to take the Lysander to have. Either way, he's going to get big hits. It's a 2-hit KO on Houndoom with the Unseen Poison. Oh, nice. He's got the Full Art Skyla from... Oh, that's the Boundaries Crossed Skyla. Nice. What is going on with my keyboard today? What is going on here? I think my batteries are dying on it. That's what I gotta fix. Alright. So first thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna attach the Salt Vest. I don't know that it's really gonna help much. We gotta play the Sycamore. We have to hit Fire Energy this turn so we can start melting Horning. We didn't get it. We do get Parallel City, which we are going to play. We're going to go down there. We're going to make him discard a Pokemon on his bench. Which makes sense that it would be the Shaman. We'll take the Headringer. I don't know that we can apply it anywhere. No, we can't. So we'll discard it here, along with the Professor Birch. We're not going to get anything. We're going to decline. We'll fail the search. I just really wanted to make room in my hand for Shaman. Then we hit the Fire Energy. We also have the Team Flare Grunt for next turn to keep energy off. We do have an Ultra Ball to find more Shaman. Right now we're just going to Melting Horn. Lose the top two cards and bring them down to 29. So right now we are in the lead by 5 cards, which is good. You don't want to get behind the card count when you're playing mill decks, because then it's easier. Then it becomes a problem where your opponent could potentially deck you. And because they don't really have to take any prizes. They just have to stay ahead of you in the card count because you can't take prizes. Dodged a bullet there. Delink would be nice to get here to get rid of the rest of his hand. The bench size isn't really an issue right now because he's set up with his Ariadosis and his Sceptile, so eliminating his hand would probably be the play I want to make this turn. I really don't want to... If he gets an energy on, I might have to go with the Team Flare Grunt. I don't also want to be put in a situation where I'm not Melting Horning. I want to just keep those... I want to keep the Melting Horn going. Really depends on what he gets with the Skyla. He might go for another Hammer, which would be smart. He's going to go the Sycamore route, which in order to get rid of his hand now, if he does... Well, he can't play the Sycamore, but I know why he got it. So that way if he gets... If I make him lose his hand, he has the Sycamore. So that makes sense why he got that. So now I need to red card in Delinquent in order to get that Sycamore potentially out of his hand. We will get rid of the Team Flare Grunt. We play a bunch of them, and I'm going to get rid of the Houndoom here. We play 4 Houndoom. I don't want to make it easy for my opponent to take prizes on the active, so I want to try and play Bumblebee a little bit more in this matchup if I can. So we're going to Shaman away here. Hopefully we can hit some scoop up going here. Red card and Delinquent would be nice. There it is, the red card Delinquent combo. We're going to play it. I don't want him to be able to just quite simply Sycamore after the red card and after the Delinquent. So we'll play the red card and Delinquent. Hopefully he didn't get a Sycamore off of that or anything useful. And then we'll play another Parallel City to kind of keep his bench size low. I don't want him to be able to play a lot to the bench either. I don't want him to be able to Shaman back up if that's a possibility. And then we will just take the Melting Horn here. Actually, you know what? We'll attach to the Bumblebee. Why not? And then we'll take the Melting Horn. All right, so we're 25 to 28. We still have a 3-card lead on our opponent. I do too. Got Sycamore. It's good in mill though. The reason why it's so good in mill is because it makes your opponent make plays like Sycamore. He has to do it or else he cannot attack. Alright, so we're going to fall asleep. Hopefully we can hit the heads to wake up. And we did. It forces your opponent to play Sycamores and to draw through their cards a little bit faster than they probably want to. Tails. Crap. Okay, that's not good. Well, we'll bench the Fire Energy to our other Bumblebee, and then we'll take the Melting Horn. We're down to 15 cards here. If we could force him to use another Sycamore, that takes away half of his deck. Then we're in a pretty good spot to keep milling. He does get the Crushing Hammer, which I kind of really like. Oh, he misses. Good, good, good. All right. We missed our scoop up. He missed the hammer. Coin flips are even in this game, really. The Delinquent red card combo didn't really... It did what I wanted to do in forcing him to use a supporter, but in the same sense, now he's going to be attacking. Great, another Sycamore. That means he's going to be down to about 7 cards. 7 cards. So a few more Melting Horns here, and we should be able to... well, maybe not Melting Horns, but we do need to kind of make a concerted effort here to get another Pokemon in on the bench here that can stall out. So we're going to try and scoop up our Shaman. We've got such a commanding lead. I can afford to scoop a Shaman. I really want to get another attacker out here. Maybe another Bumblebee would be nice. We have the Crushing Hammer, so that's good. I don't want to judge because that's not really going to help us out. We'll get another Houndoom on the bench. We're going to... We'll grab a Professor's Birch because I kind of want to get some cards in my hand right now. Judge, I don't want to judge because I'm going to put a bunch of cards back into his deck, and I don't want to do that. I'm okay with even taking the 4. We do have the Sycamore for the next turn, and we could potentially Team Flare Grunt if we want to. We're just going to burrow twice. And then put him down to 5 cards. Right now he's down to 4. If I can get another Delinquent... No, another Delinquent's not going to help. I need to find ways to get cards out of his hand, out of his deck. Because he could potentially hit me now for some... he's going to probably go right after the Houndoom or the Shaman. Yeah, he's going right after the Shaman, which I don't blame him for. We still have our Bumblebee, so next turn I'm actually going to work on... I'm actually going to take energy off so he can't use that Unseen Claw attack. And then from there, we should have an easier time with milling him down. He's only got 4 cards left. After I mill him down to 2, he'll have 1 turn left basically to win the game, which I don't see how that can happen unless, of course, he gets the Lysander on the Sycamore. He could potentially Birch. I don't know if he's carrying it, but we're going to Team Flare Grunt. And then we'll burrow twice. Now it's basically down to the point where he has to win the game this turn, or he will lose to being decked out. And that's where, you know, if he's got the Lysander and another Grass Energy, he wins. If he doesn't... Oh, he's got it. He's got it. All right. Good game. Oh, does he not have the Lysander? Oh, the Birch. Well, he's still going to lose. So I have to just pass. All I have to do is pass. I made it out alive. If he wanted to hit tails on that Birch, all I have to do is end my turn, and he's gonna end up losing to not being able to top deck. So we did win the best of 3 series there with Fredo. You know, the one game there, he really needed to hit tails on his Birch. He did not. He hit heads on the Birch, drawing all 7 cards that he had the ability to draw. And not having, if he had the Lysander and the Grass Energy, that would have been nice. I think he thought the last card in his deck may have been a VS Seeker. It could have been prized. I don't really know his thought process on that one. I'm sure he'll tell me eventually, but you know, thanks for tuning in for this episode here of Sunday Funday. And then you know, next week I'll think of what we could do for a creative deck. But if you have an idea, post it in the comments down below. Please remember to like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for hanging out with us on Sunday. I appreciate it. You guys have a good rest of your day.